welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 105, part 2!
Hawaiian Punch!
Part 2.
Oh, it's so delicious in my mouth.
For February 9th, 2014, my name's Tony. I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Jason and Mark.
Hawaiian Punch!
Woohoo! This is part 2. In the event you have yet to do so, please do pause the video or click out. Really doesn't matter. Check out part 1, where we discuss the week's news as well as answer the viewers' burning questions. But this is part 2, where we take care of. Yes, I'm pointing at my Johnson.
I know.
Where we take care of. Tony's topic of the week.
Hawaiian Punch.
I've been nice.
I know.
I've been nice.
I've noticed. I've been watching. They're great. They're great like this. Perfect. Perfect.
I like the echo.
This week,
I wonder if I can just tune it down just a little bit just to get a little trail.
I said not mess with it. I said leave it alone.
You sound sexy with an echo.
That's
And then when you hit that high note, Tony.
So we're gonna be talking.
Auto tune you.
I'm in my own world. You guys have your own conversation.
We're gonna be doing a little bit of a next gen recap right now, because I mean we've had the councils for a bit. I know we talked
You
about
just
this.
named the episode, just by the way, what you just said there.
What I just
Next gen recap.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because we did one of these like the week after they launched, but I even remember saying it as we were recording those episodes. Like, we don't really know how we feel about everything yet. It's still too new, or we haven't even seen everything. Now it's been a couple months. I think we can talk about.
Still haven't seen everything.
Yeah, we still don't know what the fuck's going on. No, I think we were a little bit better acquainted with the systems, and we'd be able to talk about them a little bit more. At least in my opinion. We'll see how it kind of works itself out.
Yeah, sure.
Glad Brian's not here. I've been too much Sony talk. Then it's even. It's Xbox, Sony.
Even.
Even Steven.
If Brian was here, it'd been Xbox, Sony.
Sure.
Damn you, Invisible Brian.
And it should be an even playing field.
I don't think we're gonna get into
Where's
much. I don't think we're gonna
Oh,
get into too much bashing.
I planned it on.
Brian, where are you? Xbox Live?
I was gonna teabag Jason, be like, Twitch this.
Oh man, good stuff. All right, so how do you guys want to handle this? I really have no direction for the
Probably
show.
with two hands.
We could either just start talking about everything and just go wherever the hell we want, or we could focus on Xbox and then focus on PlayStation. I think we just do a little bit of everything.
I think.
All right, I got an idea.
We
I
should
know
go
what we're doing.
PlayStation and then Xbox.
I know what we're doing.
'Cause that's the order they released it.
I know what we're doing. Jason, what do you think about your next-gen purchasings so far, without going too crazy? Start some initial thoughts. Now that you've had the Xbox for a while.
I don't regret it, but it's not quite there.
Oh, okay. You could have went a little deeper than that.
I'm
sure.
good. I'm good with that. Because I'm sure. Because you know me, I'll go off and then I'll blow any idea that you had. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Jason doesn't like blowing me. It's true.
Oh, I caught on to that instantly. Sorry.
I'm gonna start having to heavily edit these episodes.
As for me with the Xbox, I don't regret the purchase either. So far, and I'll get into the reasons why later, now I do know that I like the PS4 better. At first, I wasn't sure. I think you asked me right away, right? Like, which one do you like better? And I was like, I don't know.
No, that wouldn't come from me.
I mean, somebody asked me, well, like, this was like the first week I owned them. They're like, which one's better? I'm like, I don't fucking
No,
know.
I wouldn't. I know better.
Yeah, I like the PlayStation better.
That sounds like a Mark question.
But
Fuck you.
But with the Xbox, I mean, it's cool. I don't regret it. It needs a lot of like work. Luckily, we're getting a couple patches incoming. One's later this week, right? And then one's next in 2 or 3 weeks. We're supposed to correct some of the glaring omissions that I can't believe they fucking missed out on. Like,
Well, here I can jump into it. The patch that's coming out this week is going to show us battery life,
storage management.
storage management. That's the two, and then it's gonna some of the
And it's supposed to have live corrections, party chat corrections.
that's coming on the next one.
Oh, is that the next one?
That's the
Okay.
next one.
Yeah, I'm confused.
This one's gonna. I believe the other thing was you ever slide from page to page and you see the tiles kind of drift a little bit. It's gonna fix some of that frame rate, and then games and apps is becoming they're splitting those.
Good. Should have done that in the first place.
Yeah. Sony, what you think?
I'm in about the same boat. I don't think I really missed anything because I was the one who I cashed in current gen, went right to next gen. I don't think I missed anything by it. I mean, I got to play.
You listened to it insane about a free PlayStation Plus games.
That's true, but I think I had played already for the most part. There's been a few of them that I
I'll
pick
sell
up.
you my PS3 for like $100 and give you my account.
Exactly. Why would I need your account? Oh, for the actual. I get you. Anyway, I don't think I really missed a lot by cashing in. And at this point, it's a waiting game until this upcoming holiday, where I'll get a bunch more stuff to put into it. Overall, it was
You don't
my
have
first.
anything to look forward to until holiday?
I have Infamous, and then
Really?
probably about fall or so.
Really?
I'm looking forward to Drive Club. I'm looking forward to Thief. I'm looking forward to fucking Infamous as well. I mean, I don't know.
I basically got Infamous, and then I have a bit of a break, I guess. Drive Club I might pick up, the free version of to try out, and then we'll see where I go from there.
That's
Thief,
sad. I feel bad for you.
I said it, I think, a few shows back when we were doing like a look ahead of this year. I was like, this is going to be a big PC year for me. So
I really feel bad for you.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
With your Wastas.
We're getting a patch for the Xbox the same day as Titanfall comes out.
I think it's the day before the beta.
I might get Titanfall.
Well, Titanfall is March 11th
Oh.
that it comes out. The beta's going on.
Maybe
now.
I'll get Titanfall. We'll see.
You can't.
PC.
No. Nobody's gonna play it with you.
Again, PC year. It's a PC year.
Okay, I got a question.
Oh no, I was going to do my quick PlayStation. The PS4 I like a lot more. The only thing is I wish it was backward compatible, which we might see in the future.
Yeah.
That is the only thing missing from the PS4 because, sadly, I still play the PS3 more than the PS4 because of how much free shit's out and how many games that I still haven't completed yet. I'm trying to finish a lot of shit on the PS3.
I'm screwing my Vita for that same reason. There's so much I already have.
What?
Just talking about back catalog of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
like
you
my
gotta
Vita
go.
has an insane amount of stuff I'm
Yeah.
not gonna play.
Yeah. But that's really it. Like, I wish I could just cross the PS3 out of my life, but I can't. There's just too much shit going on it.
You're still done with it.
The PS4 fixed the 3 or 4 biggest problems with the PS3, and they're all amazing. The update times and download times and all that shit's corrected. The party chat's awesome. It's actually way better than Xbox One's because Xbox One's all broken.
As long as you refuse to use Skype.
Why do you have to use Skype?
Skype's amazing.
Why do you have to use it? Why
You
can't
don't-
Xbox Live just work?
It's not that you have to use it. I don't want to, but
Yeah.
it's nice because I have a bunch of friends who do nothing but play PC games. It's where most of Angry Andy plays most of his games and everything now is on PC. So it's nice that
Cross-system chat, yeah.
exactly. I could be talking with them. I could be talking with Lykios. Doesn't matter. Like I'm in. It opens up that door, so I'm not just on my console. I can be talking to everybody then.
Yeah, the PS4 controller is better. I like a lot about the
Me
PS4.
too.
Yeah, we'll see.
I still haven't. I mean, I held it when Brian brought it, but I haven't played a PS4 game yet. I really want to give something a shot.
You gotta get a good hour or two to.
The options button is pissing me off
That's the
more
only
and
thing.
more by the day. And I'm hoping an upcoming patch will allow you to turn off that fucking light
Uh-huh.
when you're not... When it's not a motion game.
Either.
That'd be
Why-
nice.
No, they didn't say anything about it one way or the other.
There was something that I read that
I think I remember them saying that
Sony
there's
didn't
no
say
way.
shit about it.
I think I remember hearing what he did too. That
Something about
it's
there's
going to
like-
be
yeah.
on. I'm pretty sure
There's-
there was some guy statement saying that at least for now it's going to be on.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying it a patch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
the question I had is
Yeah.
what have you bought since you bought your launch games? Anything new?
On disc, no. I've gotten a couple of digital games on the PS4.
Okay.
Some for free through PlayStation Plus. I picked up Doki Doki Universe, and for free I got
Don't Starve.
and the new one that just came out that I haven't played yet. I just got it like 2
Outlast.
days ago, Outlast, which I heard's fucking awesome. It's supposed to be the scariest game that's come out in like forever, but I haven't played it yet, so I don't know if it's any good. I just got it like 3 days ago,
Yeah.
so we'll see how that is.
You let me know what that is.
I'm probably gonna turn.
I am too scared to do it.
I'm probably gonna do that this week. It's supposed to be like crazy scary.
No, I know. There's no way.
You should play that on Twitch.
I'm so scared. Yeah, we'll see.
Tony screams like a girl.
You should play it on Twitch. I know you
Um,
don't really like the Twitch thing on PS4, but
I hate it
Why?
because
it makes the game window too small. Is that what it
well,
was?
if you want to see the chat, which I do, if people are watching and asking me something, you have to minimize the screen to be able to open up the chat on the TV, and then you're playing on this little tiny screen. And then you got like weird shit around it because the chat window's here, the screen's here, and there's like
I've got
filler because they didn't make it like a proper ratio. Or you can expand it, but then it runs at a crappier rate because you're uploading.
I got an idea for you, and follow along with me because when I go on Twitch, obviously the game's on one. I have the chat open up on another. Why don't you game on your PS3 and just set up like your tablet or something next to you in the chat?
Or is it because you don't have the camera? Because like that's the thing with me and the camera. You can just respond to it, vocally.
But how do you
How do you
see
see the
what they're
chat?
writing?
You still have to.
I
you're
could
not
still
right.
I could still respond vocally too. You could turn chat on and
Yeah.
just talk through a mic.
Yeah.
You don't need
What
the
he's
camera
saying
for that.
is to see the chat, see what people are writing to him.
You have to have it open so it messes up
Yeah.
the
The screen size. So what my suggestion would be is just go to the Twitch page on your tablet, have just the chat running there, have that sucker sitting next to you. You could just look over, read what they're saying, and then respond to them because that's what I do.
Yeah.
And so like I'm playing, I'll look over, like you also write something to me, and then I respond to them.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an option.
Figure that
It's
out.
an option. Mark, have you picked up anything post launch in your launch
I
games?
did Don't Starve. The only game I've physically bought would be Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Uh,
Man, I mean, I know we went over it a little bit in part one, but
Yeah, I mean,
pretty good,
it's
pretty good.
still the same Tomb Raider you played last year. It looks like the PC version more. As far as I can really tell, I don't.
Actually, I
think
heard it
they
looks
changed
better than the PC version, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
It does.
Whatever.
No, it's because the PC game was made from the 360 version,
Mm.
so there was only so much upscaling they were able to do.
That could be.
And now they're going to come out with a definitive PC version, which will blow off the definitive Xbone and PS4 version, but this one looks better than the PC one. So, suck it.
I don't believe you.
this is where I
Everything
really
went
wish
in.
that-
Denial.
This is where I really wish that Mark would have got an Xbox One, because then I could have just borrowed his Tomb Raider from him. Because I didn't buy it yet. I want to
You
play
were
it.
actually going to be. I think I remember a few episodes ago.
I was going to buy Tomb
Oh, he
You
was
Raider.
all
were
for
the
it.
only one who were going to buy it, I believe. I think me and Tony were going to skip.
No, I said no. I was like,
Well,
I
just
just,
what I mean, yeah,
I
me
have-
and you
I
were gonna
just
skip.
played
I
it.
have some reasoning behind it, and that's
I never played it.
I got PokeCrack, and
Yes.
that's consumed a lot of my time. B, I've started going on Twitch. I figured out how to get that up and running, and I mean we have a vast library of over 5,000 games on emulation. That there's a
Own
lot.
legally.
Huh?
You own them legally.
I don't give a shit.
Feds are coming.
Anyways, go ahead.
fuck.
Anyways, so I mean, like, I'm going back and I'm playing stuff that like I've only played once,
Yeah.
like Super Mario RPG. I played that one that came out. I don't remember anything of it,
Mm.
so it's fun to it's like fresh for me. I don't really need Tomb Raider right now. I'm not
Yeah.
dying. I'm not dying out on a vine with no content. I also, for me, I picked up. Well, let's see. I got Dead Rising and Forza. Well, I got Forza a couple days later. I got Dead Rising, Rise, beat Rise, got rid of Rise. We just completed a horrible playthrough on Dead Rising. We only got a C,
Well,
so we got to go through again.
do it again.
I'm still doing Forza. I picked up NBA 2K14, which I think I'm only like 10 games in to my season. But I'm enjoying it. That's more of like when I'm absolutely like, I really don't have anything to do when we play some NBA.
Yeah.
And then I picked up Marvel, which I just started 2 weeks ago, maybe? And I mean, I'm only on like the first chapter.
Yeah.
I very rarely turn on the Xbox One just because, like, this is kind of taken over everything.
I haven't used my Xbox One too often recently either, mainly because the two single-player games, I beat them. I only own 3 games. It's Forza, Dead Rising, and Rise. I beat Dead Rising and Rise already, so
I really wish you'd get on Forza more.
I will try to do so. But aside from that, there's no reason for me to turn it on, especially because this multimedia super horse bach, whatever the fuck they called it,
I don't know what you just said.
isn't that much of a multimedia supercenter. It's not. The Xbox is far superior. The original not the original. The 360 is far
Yeah,
superior.
I have a media center set up here in my house where I stream movies from my computer, and I can't do that to my Xbox One. If I could, I know it would upscale them and they'd look better than what they do on the 360. 360 does a decent job, but I've got the Xbox One a little bit more fine tuned because you can calibrate it a little bit more. And I really want to do it on that, but I can't.
I'm just talking about the apps. There's still no HBO Go. There's still no Xfinity app, which is fucking very surprising to me because of how fucking closely knit they were with all this. Oh, it's a cable box. It's a cable box. There's no DVR. There's no. It's just like
the WWE app won't launch until summer, which comes out in 2 weeks.
It can't read movies off a hard drive, which both the 360 and the PS3 do.
Yeah, technically that's how I do it.
Fun thing about just because you said the WWE
No, just
network,
plugging off.
There was a report that came out from Inside Source saying that they're expecting to lose about 30% of their first month subscribers because of the CM Punk thing.
I don't buy that, to be honest. I don't see how that's going to affect the back catalog of product whatsoever.
Okay.
I mean,
I just want to know your opinion.
My opinion, you're getting off topic here. My opinion is they've theoretically lost a large talent by him not being there, but the machine's going to roll on. You go back 10 years ago, Steve Austin walked out of the company for 8 months, decided he was going home. They still did Raw that night. They still kept on going. If you listen to any of his podcasts, he said, it is the only regret I have in my professional wrestling career, as I lost out on almost a year's worth of paycheck. I couldn't do anything. All the royalty checks, all that stuff, stop. Your breach of contract. You get nothing. You get nothing.
Okay. I'm just going to go back to topic.
Sorry.
No, I don't care. With the PlayStation, I'm not used to using the PlayStation stuff as multimedia anyway, because I preferred, up until recently, where Netflix released in a uniform thing across all systems. I just got hooked on Netflix with the 360. First of all, it was the only one that didn't. It was the first one that got it. Then it was the only one that didn't need a disc, and I liked the outline or the overlay or whatever the fuck it's called, the OS of it, better on the 360 than every other platform. So I just got used to it on the 360, and I never left. That's still, to this day, where I stream Netflix.
Sadly, my favorite one now is the Apple TV one. Because it provides you the information about the episodes and everything a lot better.
Oh, I was going to say they all do it.
Yeah. The general layout.
Yeah.
Off topic.
I'm not really used to doing that on PlayStation anyway. Whenever I boot up PlayStation, it's because I'm playing. I don't watch. The YouTube app on the Xbox One is atrocious. Oh, yeah. I cannot believe it's that bad. Disgusting. I cannot believe it.
Disgusting.
The store's a mess. It's just it's not even fun to get lost in. I know you guys have all been there. You turn on a console and sometimes you're not watching anything and you're not playing anything. You're just screwing around.
You're going through and
you're just looking at stuff.
Indie games.
Screwing around in the store, watching trailers, doing all that. It's terrible for
the biggest omission. One of my favorite things on 360 is when you go to the movies, there was a section for upcoming movies. Trailers.
You can get lost in that for 45 minutes just watching, uploading.
Gone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. When you don't want to play a game, I'm still going back to the 360.
Have you, since you would appeal to you more because you don't have cable, have you tried the FX app or the Fox app or anything like that on the Xbox One?
I use the CW one on the 360.
Check them out on the Xbox One, even if you delete them afterwards. Look how or when we're done, look how disgusting they are. You can't navigate these things.
Yeah, the thing is set up to. It's almost like the Xbox One was designed to, make it uncomfortable to use the controller when you're navigating. They almost are do you see how confusing this is? This is why you should be using the voice recognition. And
in a scenario like mine, where I have dogs, or even if you're watching TV and you go to talk to the Xbox, if it's dead silent, my Kinect works. Okay? no problems. If I pause what I'm saying and then talk to it, no problems. If I've got the TV app open, it doesn't respond. If the dogs are moving around, it doesn't respond.
I'm not having any problems with voice
You got
recognition.
little dogs. You got little dogs.
They make big noises. Big noises.
I've heard him on party chat.
It's because they're laying on his face.
It's true.
playing games.
It's very true. It's very true.
He plays like this.
Sometimes I have to.
Funny
Like this
story.
one.
Funny story. Off topic. Tony and I were playing Dead Rising about a week ago, and he's like, "I'm gonna run out and grab my smokes from the car." Well, his controller must have turned off, so then it goes to the Kinect, right? And I'm like, "Tony," and you hear, the dog starts barking at the TV, and then I hear him come back in. I'm like, your dog got mad and was growling at me. He's like, "Really?" I was talking to him through the TV. I was like, "Hey, little dog. Hey, little dog." Like, he just sounded really angry. Like, who is that? Where are you?
Yeah, but lately, I mean, the PlayStation's the same way. I mean, with the PS4, I turn it on more because there's more games that I own for it. Just their PS Plus, and I mean, I bought the same amount. I bought 3 and 3, but the PS4 I bought multiplayer games. So I mean, there's more to do.
All you gotta do is like, do you want to race? Let's do it.
Do it. No, let's do it.
Unit 13.
Did you get it in?
Yeah, it's been for a while.
Oh, let's fucking do this. I forgot all about that shit. But I don't know, with the PlayStation, like when I turn it on, it's the game. Like I'm not looking. I guess it's just ingrained in my head. I'm not looking for that media experience.
I'm very disappointed that you did not try that NFL thing before the end of the season, because I was hoping that you would have been able. Because I had no intention of using it, but I'm still curious enough to know. Is this like if I downloaded it and started it, I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was good or not, other than like if there was something horribly broken about the interface.
I'll be able to check it out next season. I mean, whatever. The problem is the Bears were so falling apart when the thing launched. I was just like, dude, I don't even care. Like, I was already getting really upset with football at that point. So,
could you blame the launch of the app on the Bears' performance?
I blame Xbox. That's the reason I don't have another Super Bowl title.
Yep, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
all Xbox's fault.
Thanks, Xbox.
Thanks, Xbox.
Obama.
Fucking Obama. I love how that's a thing. So I don't know. What about you with the PS4? Do you find yourself using it when you're not really using it? Like,
No, that's
you
my,
really can't get lost in it, right?
That's my one thing that I missed with my 360 is that like there was an elaborate marketplace to look at. There was always stuff to look at, and even with PS4, that's the same situation with that. Getting around even like I think the store is a mess right now because there's just not enough, and there's almost more categories on the left hand side when you launch it than there are games actually, and it's like a welcome PlayStation Plus new, and then like 5-6 other things is like the whatever they're showcasing for this like upcoming week or like there's not enough stuff to fill in as many categories as they have. And there's like I still check it on a weekly basis probably. So like, oh man, new demo came out for something that was out already.
You know what bugs me, and I know it sounds really stupid, is on my PS3 and my Xbox 360, I have custom backgrounds. Okay, on Xbox One, it's supposed to be very, it's supposed to have that Windows 8 interface. So, but if you look at Windows 8, regardless of what you think of the tiles. Very vibrant. Yes, you can have just a stark black background. You can change the color of the tiles, which we can do on Xbox One, but it has these very elaborate, very vibrant backgrounds that you can change it to and everything. We can't do that. It's just black. And I know that the tiles are supposed, but it's dull.
Yeah.
It's very dull. And I mean, like, I like black, like, but it's just, I wish I could do something else with it just to kind of make it stand out, make it look alive. I almost missed the little ads in the corner just because there's nothing nothing going
happening.
on.
Yeah.
That'll change.
I love the PS4's interface, like the new way that they laid it out. It is so much better than that cross media bar was. It's still a cross media bar.
No, it's a dual media bar. It's instead of going like side to side, it's up or down, and then you have left or right, and one's apps, one's your settings.
I mean, I've had, and I know I don't use it enough, but I've had my PlayStation for 2 years now. When was the outage? 2 years. 2011. 3 years then. I still can't figure out that damn cross media bar.
Oh, it's easy once you get used
But
to
I mean,
it.
like when you're trying to set up like network and doing like media server and stuff, it gets a little difficult.
The problem is the PlayStation does too much. It does too much. Like you can get rid of half those settings. There's like printer settings,
Why
camera
aren't those
settings.
all condensed into
That's the thing that makes the PS3 like a turnoff for people is because there's so much shit, dude.
Well, they try to put that. I mean, all their TVs have it. It was just a Sony. They put on all their
Sony being
electronics.
Sony, right?
Yeah, their Blu-ray players, their DVD players, all the same
Yeah,
interface.
no, I really don't care for it. But
My one
alas.
thing with the PS4 that is a bit of a turnoff is it's non-customizable where the icons are on the lower hand corner where you would have like your games installed, everything else like that. It's only by the last thing you've done, and then near the end of the list, as you scroll right, it just seems like it's kind of randomly placed.
Well, see, that was a problem that I had with the PS3 also, especially with PlayStation Plus. I have
An insane amount of games.
40, and I'd like to have them alphabetical.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's either download date
Mm-hmm.
or recently played.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I would be fine with alphabetical.
No,
Yeah,
it's not an option.
It's
I
not.
don't know.
It's
me.
insane.
Like I would
When I
love to
put
have,
things on a shelf, I do them alphabetically.
Yeah.
OpenEMU,
Not by
the
use date.
emulator app that I have. It's alphabetical.
Yeah.
No, the PS4 still won't let you do it.
My iTunes library. It's alphabetical.
The
Yeah.
PS4 thing is like, you know how Xbox does it, but Xbox does it even weirder on the one where it's like at the bottom, where it's your last 5 apps.
Yeah.
Okay, Sony does that with your games, but I haven't messed around with it, but I don't think there's any way to organize it.
There
It's
isn't, as far as I can
It's just
tell,
most
there's
recently
no-
played, but it keeps going.
Yeah.
I mean, at
there's
least
no
on
end
the
to it.
Xbox One, you can go to the left, and then you have your pins that you can reorder your pins however you want them. At least.
And then the
It's
last
so
like
weird.
5 or 6 of them they're not even games anymore. You'll get like playroom.
Settings.
Yeah, Playroom and shit, which I've
Playroom?
never even opened.
I've opened once. I played it a little bit with the camera, but then you get like they're like music. It's like the Music Unlimited stuff.
Yeah,
And it's like I
don't have this. Can I delete this?
I would like to delete this. You
yeah.
can keep it, but
I'd
just
really
delete the
like
icon.
to bring over the PlayStation 4 with the camera and set up Playroom, and then just give the dogs their toys so they're running around knocking all the little robots and everything all over
yeah?
the place. I think that'd be amazing. Just seeing little robots fly everywhere, and then Sam and Ace just knocking things around. Get some Godzilla music going.
Oh shit. All right. I don't know. You guys want to bring anything else up, or
I mean-
wrap it up?
There's the only other issue that I've had is obviously Dead Rising went down for a while, which they didn't immediately put out there that there was an issue with. I've had with NBA, I've had to log. It's only happened a couple times. You have to log out of your profile, and log back in to get the controller to respond. Really weird bug.
I cannot wait for them to address this. Xbox is this weird thing where you have to turn. You can hop into a party. Like
Okay.
I'll hop into a party with you. Now we both have to go into our settings
And turn
and
party chat.
turn party chat on, even though
But
we're
you're
already
in
in a
party.
party.
Every time.
Every
I guess the
time.
only advantage to that is if you're
There's
talking,
no advantage to that.
Hold on. If you're talking shit about the person that you're about to play a game with right before,
That's where his guy goes. He was talking bad about me.
I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Tony
Goddamn
wants to
Tony.
play.
Hey, buddy!
Yeah.
So that fucking guy.
I mean, it is annoying because especially like
What's the point of that?
Why? Like, okay, fine if you give the option to turn it on or off. How is the default not always on? And
Or-
then if you want to turn the mic off, go ahead.
if they're gonna make the default off, right? Have it where the controller, when you plug in the headset, starts at mute, where you just unmute it. Then
Yeah.
And then
Like
there
that.
you
Like
go.
off the top of our head, we're thinking of better ways than the entire Microsoft
if you're
engineering
gonna have it
department.
start where they can't hear you right away,
Who thought that was a good idea?
yeah,
It's
have it
dumb.
start with
It's
a
so
mute.
Join a party, and then go through more menus.
I
to
really
make it
think
work.
though, Tony, and I know you're gonna you hate it. It's non-invasive once you launch it. Use Skype, because here's why. Even if I'm not on my Xbox, let's say I'm working on the computer, you can call me on Skype. Be like, hey, you want to play something? Sure. and then boom, I'm on.
No, you're gonna talk shit about him. Oh shit, Tony's calling.
And then I'll answer the Skype call.
No need to turn the fucking mic on for
But
Skype.
then, I mean, also too, then if you're playing something on Xbox, you can interact with a couple of our people who are always on Skype and stuff like that. Just a suggestion. It's far superior than the Xbox Party Chat. Even if they fix Party Chat, I prefer Skype. I wish they got rid of Party Chat and just had Skype. That would work so much better for me. Just use it off your phone. Have your phone plugged into the wall. Have a headset on.
There you go.
No friends, Mark. He's got no friends.
No.
My list is...
I don't even like.
I don't even have a Skype account.
When I check Skype, yes, you do. You have a
I
Microsoft
deleted
account,
it.
don't you?
No.
You don't have a mic. How do you log into Xbox Live?
Gmail.
How do you log into Skype with that?
No, you know, it's Gmail.
I understand. Whatever you use to set up your Xbox Live
It's
account
Gmail.
now works for Skype, SkyDrive, all of that.
Also, my Gmail works for everything, so it's
Yes.
not on a Microsoft account.
Well, it's.
I thought you were asking, like,
Microsoft
do I have Hotmail and shit?
No,
Like, no,
no,
dude. I'm
all
fucking
that
crap.
will work for that now. Trust me, yeah. And here's one other thing. Okay, Xbox, you've got SkyDrive.
Xbox off.
You've got
Yes.
you've got SkyDrive, right, or whatever they're going to rename it to. Where
OneDrive.
when we record game DVR footage, it has the option once you edit and everything to save it to your SkyDrive. Simplify that process. It's a pain in the ass to just have it auto upload to SkyDrive or something, because for me to take, and I've only done it a couple times,
30 seconds of footage.
a 30-second footage clip, I have to go edit it, save it on the Xbox, save it to SkyDrive on the Xbox, come over to the computer, open up SkyDrive, extract the file, upload it to YouTube. It's too many steps.
Well, they also could have did. Both companies could have made this far simpler by just letting you do streaming to YouTube.
Yep.
They support it.
Yep.
Most watched
You know,
website ever.
anything that you upload nowadays.
By a mile.
By mile.
Even
Twitch ain't got
even
nothing.
Twitch. Once you're done, do you want to upload? You know, there's a share option. Do you want to upload? YouTube is an option. When I'm doing our videos,
Yeah.
there's an option for me to upload directly to YouTube. How hard is it to have a button to upload it to a YouTube account?
No patch in.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do for their updates? How can you get better when it's perfect?
No,
That's some engineering shit right there.
I don't even know what he's talking about. He lost me at updates.
Whoa! Way over my head.
All right, final thoughts.
I don't regret it, but it's still a long ways off.
I don't regret it either. I think if you were a hardcore gamer, I think you'd be a little bit more disappointed with it with the lack of games. But as I guess I don't get as many hours as I used to. I still have only beaten one game. And
It's that, and we're kind of unique. We've all worked video game retail. We know that post-holiday dry spell.
Yeah,
we kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
We're the smart
because
we're the
new
smart
console, they're gonna
squirrels
change
that save our nuts for the winter.
Yeah.
You know that like we have stuff to get us through the droughts.
Well, thanks.
I'm not feeling the drought at all
No.
because of the amount of consoles I own. I'm still on the Vita and the 3DS.
Pokemon.
And Wii U and the goddamn 360.
Persona.
and
That's
the
my entire
PS3.
summer if I felt like it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I might pick that up, even though it's ridiculously Japanesey. But I've heard so many good
I
things
like
about
it a
that
lot.
game.
Surprisingly.
I know we're going to final thoughts, but I got one more really quick. What's your next game purchase? We can do it for next gen console.
Infamous.
I don't know if Thief or Garden Warfare comes out first, but
Okay.
they're like a week apart. Those are my next games.
Okay. I believe mine is Garden Warfare and then Titanfall.
And I'm getting Titanfalls, but that's March for sure.
Yeah.
Thief is February with Thingy, I think.
And Garden Warfare got pushed back a week.
Dude, I think
So
mine
now-
after that is going to be like possibly Shadows of Mordor.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll
I
be
am
cool.
buying that. Anybody getting Elder Scrolls Online?
No.
You heard it here first, folks. It's gonna
No,
If
no,
it's free to play,
no,
maybe.
No, I'll get it when it's
After
free to
you buy
play,
it.
which is
Yeah.
going to happen when the subscription bombs after 6
I'll
months.
probably pick it up just to at least try it out at that point when they drop the price of it a little bit to purchase, but not right away at all.
No, it'll go free to play.
Zero.
It'll go free to play. But I think it might solve the
I
buy
don't
it, then it's free. Get rid of the
Isn't
monthly.
Old Republic still subscription?
No.
Nope.
Drop the
No,
free
You
to
can-
play.
yeah,
Every
they
single
drop
game
the-
goes free to play.
You
except
can
for
pay
WoW.
for it still, and they give you benefits for it, which is what Elder Scrolls will more than likely do, because that model is actually doing a lot better than anything else.
We talked about
Yeah.
that. How
If you're not WoW, your monthly thing doesn't
and
work.
now Micro or Sony has a unified. So like if you buy
SOE.
yeah, you pay for EverQuest, you get premium DC Online.
Yeah.
And so forth.
Yeah, they were working for that for the last few years. That took them far too long to do, but they've been working towards that price since probably right before PlanSide 2, and that's been over a year at this point, I think. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
I know it's so cool. I think I'm not upset about either of the purchases either. I knew this shit was coming, and I don't mind. I'm more upset at the developers than anybody because of how much shit still is exclusively coming out for the PS3 and the 360. And in the future, there's still like 5 or 6 games that are only coming out last gen.
Okay, there's one.
That's insane to me.
Remember I said there's 2 games I was completely ticked off that were not coming to next gen. That was South Park, and that was Murdered Soul Suspect. Murdered Soul Suspect.
I agree.
Murdered Soul Suspect's not coming to next gen.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and I'll be able to
like
PC, I
South
guess.
Park and Gran Turismo and fucking
Yeah, South
like,
Park. I gotta give
the
that.
Fable Anniversary.
Anniversary.
the new Final
didn't
Fantasy
upres it, just put it out how it
the
was.
HD remake of 10 and 10-2. It's like, are you all this stuff? The new Persona, it's all last gen.
Yeah.
That's I understand you don't want to
Jump.
not make the game for the 80 plus million PS3s and the 80 plus million Xbox 360s, but why not make it on both?
2K announced last week WWE 2K15 next gen.
Good.
Only?
So far, they haven't announced past consoles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've been waiting on 2 games that where I was hoping it would get put up, and they finally have
When
one
is
of
South
them.
Park coming out?
It's
I don't know.
like 2 weeks.
Is
3
it?
weeks. That's finally coming. Unless it'll get a last second delay again. But at this point, they had to have gone gold. They're printing if it's coming out in 3 weeks.
I don't know if they really
They
have
could
a
do it- they
date
could do it
yet.
right before.
Like, I mean,
You can go.
You can't print that much in fucking a week. The game's probably gonna sell like 5 million copies. I mean, that's a lot of fucking copies.
I don't even know the date of it. Yeah, I guess I gave up after a while. Weird.
All right.
But anyway, like, so I'm not upset with it. The lack of games doesn't bother me. I have plenty to play on them. But I'm still playing so much on last gen. I guess I'm not. I think it would have bugged me more if I did what Mark did and I got rid of my 360 and my PS3
Dumb thing.
for the Xbox
Shut up.
and the PS4
I
because
haven't even played much of anything.
then I would have really felt the big lack of games. But I have like hundreds of games on my 360 and my PS3 to still play. Plus, I'm on handhelds with the Vita and the 3DS, and
This is me trying to finally play all the PC games I've bought over the years, so that works for me.
yeah.
Which you won't ever do.
Get in there.
But
March,
they could both.
March 4th is South Park,
Okay.
so we got like 3 weeks.
They could both use a ridiculous amount of updates, though. They need. They just need to like catch up to what the 360 and the PS3 did, which I thought should have been out of the box. Half this stuff,
It would make sense.
it's just like, dude, you're just mimicking what you guys did 7 years ago. That it's like some of the stuff on the next gens, specifically the Xbox more than the PS4, they changed just for the sake of changing. But it already worked so well in the 360. There's no reason to mess with it. All you to do is improve the hardware on these things and keep most of the stuff that was on the 360
So,
alive.
Tony, what you're saying is, on a development cycle for software and operating systems, that neither were forward
Compatible.
I don't get it.
This has been episode 105,
Titan.
part 2. Get it tight.
Just buy a Titan. You got a grand. Get
Hey.
2.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week, same time, same place.
Blind Punch. Go buy some.
Get it tight.
Shit's delicious.